What was he running in place?
Like, because he's sliding because of his nails.
Oh.
He's like running in place until he finally gets the speed to run. He ran into the fucking bedroom.
He's playing. Look at how calm he is. How you like this house, you little bitch?
Can't say that to him. He's just a child.
Who let some bitch carry him outside? You didn't even hit him.
Penis.
But he ate my face for getting him away from a coyote.
Penis.
Penis. Penis.
Benny.
Okay.
A little too much.
Oh, he likes my backpack. Don't shit on it. I swear to God.
Fucking
No promises. He's just sitting on it.
Why do
Yeah.
cats do that?
They just sit on your stuff.
Yeah.
Because it has my scent.
They're like,
He
oh,
knows.
you need this?
Every time I did anything at home,
Let me
at my
sit on it.
house, Farrah would just sit on it. And it's like, oh.
That's what sat on the luggage when we got back from vacation.
What if they think we like
Sat
it?
there.
Oh, yeah, Nilo does that too.
Yeah,
What if they
this is
think that we
bad.
like it, so they want to sit on all of our stuff?
I heard that they're trying to mimic us. So I saw like a meme.
Oh yeah, I sit on all of my things. He's
No,
doing
but
really
you know
good.
how like Nilo would sit on your keyboard and stuff?
Yeah, like I
I saw-
do.
Kevin does.
Claw up on the fucking
Yeah,
keyboard.
he's sitting on it the same way that I do.
Right.
No, I get
He
it.
gets on top of the fridge just like I do.
Yeah, right. I love hanging out up there, just being above everybody else. They're like, "How's the weather out there?" I spit on their faces. It's rainy out here.
No, it's just like, yeah, I'm just trying to be Kevin. Look at me.
Look, I found Astro in the fucking closet in one of the cubby things.
You know he looks.
I
He's so
He's
black.
fat now.
I heard some
And
rough.
he's
He is
big.
getting big.
I heard
He's
ruffling.
big.
He's becoming a problem.
He's
to be
becoming a bit of a
I
problem.
heard ruffling, and I would go over there. He's just in there. I'm like, first of all, how's the closet? How did you get the closet door open? And how the hell did you get in
honest.
here?
Oh, you didn't open it?
No.
Wait, we have to get Nilo and Astro together. See what they do.
Nilo's been around other
One-
cats before.
I think
Astro has it.
Astro would be.
Astro would be scared shitless, yeah.
He doesn't like other animals.
He doesn't like other anythings.
He doesn't.
If
He barely likes.
it's
us.
not
He's
you or
okay with
Nicole or
you,
his
though.
treehouse, he's like
He's becoming okay.
okay. But just like even how he is, like he doesn't let like Nicole or like Mello really even pick him up.
Oh, I know.
Well, no, he doesn't let Nicole.
It's
he lets me.
hilarious when
Pick
Nicole
him up?
picks him
Yeah.
up.
But he hates it.
No, he'll be okay with it. He's okay with it longer now. He'll be okay for 30 seconds. It's a record. Actually, the record's 40 seconds. I counted, and I was like, "Holy shit! You let me hold you for 40 seconds."
I think it's because he wasn't around kids or something, right? Like no one that would bother him.
Yeah, maybe.
Like nobody would bother him, so he wants to not be bothered ever. Whereas Nilo had to run for his life
Nilo
whenever
already had his tail
my
pulled
cousins
across the
would
room.
visit.
Yeah.
So he's been tortured.
He hasn't been. He really. He's had an easy life. Okay.
Compared
He's
to my mom's cats.
compared to plenty of cats. It was only the like once in a blue moon when my cousins would come and he was a kid. Nilo was a kitten, and yeah, they would like rough him up a little bit. They would show him. They would show him how harsh the world is outside of our
They
four
really
walls.
did.
What's
Daedalus would like.
what's Rafi's cat's name?
Momo,
Momo, which is fuck him up.
They would call him Momito.
Momito. Yeah, he was
Because at the
Momito.
time he was smaller than
Because
Momo.
he was smaller.
And so they would just call him Momito. instead
I
of
think he's
calling
bigger
him
than
Nilo.
Momo now. Because
Probably.
Momo's like lanky-ish, like thin. This guy's big. He's a bit of a problem, like Melo said. So that cat that we were talking about on part 1 of the podcast has been found. One of y'all had him. I'm speaking to the podcast. But we finally got him from you guys.
Yeah, thanks for finding him by listening to last week's episode.
Yeah. You guys really helped us out here. Took
Got a-
5 weeks.
A mob of people helping us because podcast.
Right. We had so
No,
many
Jackie
people.
really had like so many people helping her, like not even like exaggerating. Like there was like so many people calling her and stuff. And,
But
like,
never
her whole
actually
build-
grabbing the cat.
I know, like what the hell?
Yeah.
If I lose a cat, if cat is lost and I spot them, I'm gonna chase them.
Well, you don't want to chase.
I'm gonna
them.
run after him, being like, "Hey,
You're lost.
you're lost." I'm just picturing the meme where it's like people running and you can just see like the background is like
Yeah,
they're going really
see.
fast. You know what I'm talking about? Like they're like zooming past and like their body's like being like distorted because they're like running real fast. No?
Sure.
Yeah, that.
I can only imagine the scene from Naruto when he's fighting pain and he's just like.
Yeah, it's like that, and like your body's falling behind. That's what the meme is. Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they look crazy in that scene. Yeah, like that.
That was a crazy scene.
That was good. It was kind of crazy. The animation was getting a little wild there. I liked it. What is that, Shy? What are you drinking?
I made this drink. I made this drink because in podcast 1, Alan drew me with a drink, so I feel like that's my.
Yeah, that's
look.
Because
why.
you're always drinking.
That's why,
No,
huh?
no,
You
it's
have a
because I have
problem.
to keep the rep.
No, you have a problem.
This
I don't
podcast
want
is your
this.
intervention.
I had to drink.
She made coffee and she's trying to drink it at 11
What a
p.m.
drag.
Shikamaru.
Gag me?
Oh, wow, fucking weeb.
I didn't finish it.
Alan, you never did an intro.
Yeah, I just figured I'd let you guys talk.
I didn't even know it started until I looked down and.
I saw him press it.
I saw it. I didn't see it. When I saw it, that's when I started going penis. That's when I saw
It
it.
already started when you guys were doing.
When I was doing penis, it had already started. Yeah.
Yeah, when Kevin was
How about when
doing
I
the
When I was
penis.
doing
How about when I
penis.
said
Yeah, that's
they
in
heard
the
it.
podcast.
They know that you're perverted and need help.
That's literally when it started. When you said like cock. Like,
so? Our rights were taken away the other day.
We're not.
women.
We're not a political podcast.
Just saying.
Imagine this is a political podcast.
No, thank you.
No,
I'd
but
rather
just
not.
Real quick, like that's horrible. Honestly, I didn't even imagine that would come true.
It's an
Come true.
interesting situation, but
It
I
is.
don't know if I want to speak about it.
Interesting. I think it's.
I will
there's-
get triggered by what I would say, so not say
What would you
anything.
say?
Nothing.
No, what would you say?
Nothing. This is not a political podcast. This podcast is not political, so
Alright,
we're not
ending
getting into the conversation.
now.
Guys, welcome to the Bonfire Variety Hour. This is the podcast that we started and we're going to continue it. And I'm running out of intro ideas. I need to think about how I'm going to intro this from now on.
You got a week till the next one.
Yeah, barely. Yeah, welcome. This is the podcast that we have, and we put on it every week-ish.
Kevin just
Nice
whipped
catch.
some candies at Melo's
was a nice
face.
catch.
Shit.
My name's Alan. I am the host. And, yeah, that's it. You don't
For how long will
really
you be
need...
the host?
I don't know, for like a few more minutes. You guys know who we are. You
I'm not
guys
telling you my
watched
name
the
anymore.
video.
Is it Cheyenne?
You know, I really hate when we whisper into the microphone because it really makes editing the audio
Oh, it does?
very
How?
difficult. Because I have to add more processing to it, and anytime you change the way like the audio
Oh, that's-
file is, it distorts it just a little, and the more you have to do it, the more distorted it gets.
That's
So
horrible.
if you
because-
listen back to the other podcasts and listen carefully, a lot of it's just kind of that it doesn't sound quite right.
Damn.
Yeah.
I wish I knew that sooner because holy shit, did I think that was fucking hilarious to do. And I did it all the time, and I always thought it would be funny, like, to hear
You
back.
did do that all the time.
Yeah, me and Steven would do it.
Oh, and Steven too.
And that's
There
why
was
this
one
is a
point-
learning
There was one
process.
point where me and Steven sang an entire song whispering into the mic.
What?
In the mic, yeah.
Yeah.
We
Did
did.
you hear it?
And either parts of it would be cut out because I would have to do the noise cancellation, or it would just sound funny. The whole thing, because
Some good stuff.
It's
yeah.
kind of
You're a
What about
dick.
what about when I play with the mic? You just hear all of this stuff going on.
I just leave all that in. It's not my problem.
I learned last podcast that I need to have nothing around me, or I will play with it.
Or we'll just hear like random bangs
I will play with it.
and it'll just, it happens.
Maybe I need the docking station,
This is
whatever that
really
is.
good. I really enjoy this.
Yeah.
This stand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
Steven
really
uses.
good.
Thanks. I bought it.
You should buy 3 more.
Yeah. I should.
I don't want it.
You don't want one?
No, I like holding it. It makes you feel, you know.
Yeah,
kinda
Mello
cool.
lacks control, so
A random person just walks in.
Oh,
Oh,
is that
wild
Nicole?
Nicole
We will
enters
now
the
have to
room.
add her for the into the podcast.
This is when her picture
you
just.
see him.
Mello, we were at the gym, and you know what Steven said?
What?
Last week, we were at the gym, and Steven was all like, so, they're like, when are we? He's like, when's the wedding going to be? Like, are we not invited?
Yeah, I don't think he listened when you told him all the plans.
Alan was like, what are you talking about?
Because you guys have explained it to us multiple times what the plan is.
And when we told him, he's like, was that in the chat? Like, Alan's like, no, they've told
why is
it
this
to
a
us
common thing
in
with him?
person 10 times. So funny.
Yeah, we've talked about this in person.
I was like, yeah, we're not gonna be at the wedding. It's just gonna be like family, and then that's how he he knows
yeah,
now.
but they're doing like an after party type thing.
I know, but it's just he was talking about like the wedding. He's like, when are we going to the wedding? We're like, we're not going to the wedding. They've said this multiple times.
Why am I just finding out about this now?
You know, it's so weird. Like
It's good. Just talking to the mic chat.
It's
Bring
so
it closer
weird.
to you.
Bring
like
it
I
closer.
just met like Nicole. Larry gently just like started a relationship with her, like a friendship.
You guys are in a relationship?
And like, well, like
I said, don't lie. We're
They're
girlfriends.
they're lesbians.
no, but like
We're lesbians.
it's weird because like we weren't like obviously like okay, Kevin's my boyfriend,
Whoa.
and then Mello is Nicole's fiance right
Hey.
now. They're about to be husband and wife, but like it's like a year ago that we started getting like really close, and then like I don't know, I feel like it's so weird because I feel so like close to Nicole. Like I literally cried
Are you about to cry again?
when I
bro?
saw her wedding dress.
Sounds like she's
And then,
crying.
like-
It sounds like she's her
I don't know
voice-
why. Like, I want to see her like get. Obviously, I can't. Like, it's whatever. But like, I don't know. I just want to see like the moment and like see her like happy, and I feel like it would be so beautiful.
Well, it is at a public park.
So I can watch. I can dress up like somebody else.
You can dress up as a tourist.
I can dress up like an old lady.
a
Tourist.
cap, a shade.
Oh my god! If you come into the
She comes in
place
like the guy from
dressing
You.
up as like an old
Oh
lady
God.
tourist, I will pee my pants. I won't even be mad about it.
No, but
That's content.
Out of context, but which park is it gonna be at?
Redacted.
It's gonna be a
Redacted.
Right.
Shai's gonna be that stranger at the funeral with like a trench coat and a black umbrella.
I wouldn't even
Like
be mad about it.
standing behind a tree.
Binoculars.
Like watching behind the rose bushes or something.
Every time you look over there, she goes, "Are you writing it down?"
No. There might be a weird looking person there.
Don't mind them. It's redacted.
It could be
Redacted.
New Hampshire or
Redacted.
Oregon. You never know.
All right, well, we're done, guys. It was a good podcast.
You guys want to
Good
hear a
podcast.
funny story that happened today at work?
I'd like to hear your funny story.
So there's this girl at my job.
Are
And
you serious, Melly? Your wife's right here.
It's true, man.
no,
You're disgusting.
there's this girl at my job, my coworker, and yesterday, my manager, the sous chef, told her, "Oh, we're gonna put you on the wheel tomorrow."
What's a wheel?
So the wheel is basically
Like the
We
wheel
have-
of cheese.
for the line cooks. There's saute, grill, and then the wheel, which is the food that's already made, and you just put it on the plate, like the vegetables and all that shit. So she's excited because she loves being on the wheel, and she comes into work today all like giddy to be at work because she's gonna be in the wheel, and she starts doing the soup because if you're on wheel, you're in charge of making soup. So she's making the soup, and then the sous chef or the chef wasn't there today, so my manager came and did like a pre-meal and whatever, and just went over who's gonna be in each station, and then she looks at me and my coworker, and he's like, "You guys are gonna set up the app station," which to me, that's what I always do. And then she looks at me and is like, "Carmelo, after you're done with that, you're gonna go to the wheel," and looks at the girl and says, "You're gonna be in desserts." She's pissed, so she goes back to doing the soups and whatever. Then I pass by her. She's bawling her eyes out, like bawling her, like crying, like someone fucking just said something really mean to her, bawling her eyes out. Then I walk away, come back. She's talking to my coworker, and she's like, "It's like they forgot about me." And then walks, and then
Aw.
she's like composes herself, but you can tell that she's still pissed. Goes to my manager, and goes, "I was told yesterday that I was gonna be on wheel." And then my manager goes, "Okay, do you know how to do the wheel?" "Yes." She goes, "Yes." He's like, "Okay, Carmelo doesn't. We need to train him. So I'm sorry, but he's gonna be on wheel." And then she walks away
Oh
pissed,
my god.
looks at me with like a pissed off look. I like
She
wanted
hates
to
you
laugh,
now.
but I was like, didn't.
That's her
And
villain
then
origin story.
It is probably her
Towards
villain
you.
story.
You just made a nemesis.
But it's not like it's her fault. Your manager said to be there.
Yeah, but then today, I mean, after I was done, which by the way, it's actually kind of fun in a way. It makes time go a lot faster being there.
Can you spin the wheel and be like, "I got this"?
Maybe she really doesn't like that job, and then like because the wheel makes it go by faster, she was like,
No,
"Fuck
she
yeah."
likes being on the line. She said she hates being on desserts, and then she's okay with being on apps, but nobody likes her on apps because she's too slow. So she likes being on wheel, but no one likes her being on wheel because she's too slow. So we put her on desserts because the only person affecting is her. She's only affecting herself if she goes slow because nothing goes after desserts. It's just they go home. So, and she's like, when there's a new position in another restaurant, I'm gonna move over there.
Damn.
She's gonna probably have the same situations.
Give her a goodbye card.
Melo, she's watching this right now.
She's listening.
I don't-
She
I
hates
don't-
it. She's listening right now.
I don't feel bad. She knows she spent 2 hours today making a salad.
You're joking.
I wish I was kidding. She was cutting cucumbers and red peppers. Slowest thing I've ever seen. Do you know? Have you guys seen Zootopia?
Yeah.
The sloth.
Right.
That was her.
This is the second time we're talking about the slot.
That was literally her. Like, not joking. She was cutting the fucking red peppers really slowly, and I'm like watching her, and I'm getting stressed out. It literally took her 2 hours. Yesterday, I made the same salad. Took me 10 minutes to cut everything.
I would have done it in 5.
And then tomorrow, my manager, the sous chef, both the chef is in there. By the way, the chef has COVID.
Wait, he has COVID and he's still working?
No, he's not there. He's out for 10 days. And one of my coworkers told me, tomorrow when you get here, just tell them that you're going to be on wheel. And I feel like he did it out of spite, just so she
Just-
wouldn't be on wheel. He doesn't like her.
Oh no! Why doesn't he like her? Because
She's slow.
Oh.
She's just
Is she? How old is she? Is she young?
28.
Okay, she's like old enough.
But she's like, I think she has like mental. I think she has like Asperger's.
Oh, why is there asses in her burgers?
Talk about the girl that has the crush on you.
Ooh.
And her name is Kevin, and she's sitting
I
right
blame
here.
her. I blame her.
Are you serious? Are we gonna hear?
Maybe she
about
knows
it?
what you're
I
packing
know.
now.
Are we gonna hear
Oh.
about it?
Yeah, there's this girl, one of the kids at work.
Now Mello can't show the podcast at his job because now it's just all his work stories.
In reference, she's not a kid. She's 18 years old.
It's a
That's
kid.
It is a
That's a
legal
kid
age.
for
That's a
us.
kid.
It is
It's
a
kid
legal
for,
age.
Yeah, it is a legal age, but it's a kid for us.
Yeah.
That's a kid, bro.
Yeah. I look at that.
Nicole,
What,
people look at me and they
7
call me sir. Okay, I know better.
When we
Because you
graduated,
look like you're 40 years old, Kevin.
when we graduated,
I just want to
she
say that
was
nobody calls
fifth
him
and
sir.
fourth
Two
grade.
people have.
There's not.
Did you believe that? When we graduated, she was in fifth or fourth grade.
Yeah,
One of
she's
the
a kid.
that's
a
crazy.
child.
She was a child when you graduated. She
Yeah.
is now an adult in her own
She
world.
is an adult in her own world, just not in mine.
So anyways, proceed.
yeah, this
So-
is Mello's world. She's living it.
Yeah.
She better not be living in it.
So, when I first started working there, she went up to one of my other coworkers and told her, "Who is that?"
Oh.
And
Mello.
yeah,
Damn, Mello.
First day.
first day, she's like,
Can't
"Who is
even
that?" And then she's like, "Oh, he's
Hmm.
the new worker." And then she's like, "Oh, I guess good things to do happen around here."
Oh,
What the
Yeah,
hell?
Wow.
Are you serious?
She's
What?
and I look at her just one like how you would look at like one of the boys, like one of the like I would.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like
just hang out.
you
It's just-
spank her ass and say good game.
Well, no.
I mean, you suck Kevin's dick, so I sure the fuck hope you don't look at it.
What?
Oh,
What is going on?
Don't act like you don't know Kevin.
anyways, what was I saying?
That
She
you
was
think
like,
of her as
"Oh, I
one of
guess
the
good things do
boys.
happen around
Oh
here."
yeah, and I was talking to my other coworker about the wedding and whatever, and she was like, "Oh, like excited about it," and then she walks by, and then she tells her, he's like, "Oh, do you know he's getting married?" And then she goes, "Oh, you're getting married?
Damn right you're getting married."
Congratulations!" But you can like hear like, yeah. So that day she was supposed to stay and work the night shift. She didn't. She went home. Then the next day, she was in
Cried
a
all
bad
night for
mood.
you, Mello.
She was in a bad mood the whole. Usually she's like very outgoing and talking and yelling everywhere because she's Dominican. And
Them
she was
Dominican
just
girls, huh?
quiet the entire day. One of my coworkers kept asking the kids like, "Is she okay?" And then she's like, they were like, "I don't know." And she just wouldn't talk the entire day. Yeah. And then yesterday, me and my coworkers were talking, and then she was like, she was like, "Oh, Carmel doesn't love me."
He better
She
the
sounded-
fuck
she sounds like your mom.
not.
She sounded like your mom. Like, Carmelo
Wow.
doesn't
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, she was like, Carmelo hates me, doesn't love me.
He sure as hell does.
And then she walks away, and then I look at my coworker, which she's like kind of like my mom, and they're like the mom and my job. And I was like, and I explained what happened, and she's like, "Oh shit," she's Dominican also. She's
Is
like,
everyone there
"Oh, shit."
Dominican?
Yeah. Most of them.
Really?
They're like, she's like, "Oh shit." Sí, porque ella está enamorada de ti. Yeah.
Yeah, Mello.
Damn, if I knew Spanish, I would have laughed.
Same.
Basically said
It
that
sounded funny.
It
right?
sounded funny.
she has a huge crush on me. She's a child. She's younger than my sister.
So when Carmelo texted me that day, he was like, "Oh, she's mad at me, this, and that." And then 20 minutes later, he texts me saying, "Oh, she's fine. She just threw something at me." I'm like, "She's flirting with you, and you're allowing it to happen
Oh, yeah,
respectfully."
Throw it-
But I
you
mean,
throw
like,
it
I'm not
back, Mello?
jealous or anything. I'm not getting married to him or anything.
Imagine getting jealous over a child.
Damn.
Okay, Mallow. Okay.
Oh God, what just happened?
Fight.
If looks could kill,
Mello would die.
I would survive. Oh my
I
god.
won't stop looking at him.
I will survive. I don't think he would.
Mm. Mm.
He just pictures a metal coat hanger immediately.
This is an interesting episode.
Yeah, it's all Mello
Do we have a
stories.
game today?
Oh, Alan.
Do we have a game?
Yeah, Jigsaw. I want to play a game.
You want to play
Jigsaw.
what's the name? Oh, want to play Ouija, Mello? Ouija board?
Why would you even say that? What do you gain from that?
What do you do, Mello, if you walk into your house and Nicole is playing with a Ouija board
I leave.
with her other
I
friends?
grab the Ouija board, throw it
Break
out the
it.
You have to
balcony.
say
I
goodbye
would break
first.
it.
No, you have
No,
to say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
And then you have
fuck
to burn
that.
it.
Oh,
You're
you
gonna
have to
deal
say
with it.
goodbye first.
No, we're not saying goodbye. You're gonna deal with
The
it.
last person who
But
touches
you're
it.
marrying me, so you have to deal with it.
No,
as well.
it's in
because
your
I'm
house,
not coming
Mello.
back until you deal with it.
It's in your
He moves
house.
to
Oh,
another
so that's
country.
grounds for divorce.
Just throw the fucking Ouija board. The fucking demon comes out of behind me. He's like,
I
As
would
you're
break
throwing it, I'd
it.
be like, goodbye. See you never.
You do have to say goodbye, though. You do have to say goodbye.
or how about you just
I would
don't play
break
with
it. I don't think in the moment I would remember. I would just like come in, being like, "What the fuck is this thing doing here?" I would take it, snap it in half, because I'm built different, and then I would throw it out the window or something.
But like, you have to take the little, what's it called? The pedal, whatever. The thing
Bidet. That's to wipe your ass, wash your ass.
the little thing that moves around. You have to take that and like put it over the goodbye, or do you have to physically like say, okay, goodbye,
I don't
then
know.
take your
I might
fingers
just
off
do
of it?
both because just making sure.
Or do you have to keep it on there for wherever the last answer was
rid
and
of
say,
it.
okay, goodbye, and then wait till it tells you goodbye?
It doesn't tell you shit, bro.
What if it doesn't tell you?
What if
goodbye?
it keeps you? What if it keeps you in the little
Yeah.
trance?
Do you have to type it out? Like, do you have to be like, G
So
O
it has-
O
it
D
has
There's
goodbye.
one.
Y?
But it has like goodbye at the end
It takes
of it, like
10
a one
minutes
word.
to say goodbye.
You have to type it on a typewriter.
No, the videos that I've seen,
Please.
the video that I've seen, they just say goodbye and they just. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah, with
it
their
has
hands in the middle.
goodbye on it.
So like
Yeah.
you physically like have to hold on to it and say, "Thanks for talking. Goodbye."
And then
Are
I'll
you-
see you next time.
Are
You
you?
don't
a,
have to take it.
Are
you
you
don't
a
have to.
ghost? It types out ghost.
I don't want to try it.
You know, Sha used one once when she was younger. Yeah,
Is that what you're kind of?
Sha used one when she was younger. Yeah, we're haunted.
All right, let me just say.
I'm
something.
haunted
now
just by
going
her,
real
but she's
quick,
haunted
not
by
touching
other things.
Real quick, all right. When I was little, my brother used to see something crazy in my
Marcel?
room. Yeah, Marcel used to see some crazy shit.
No,
in
but
my
it was
room.
scarier than that. The way she explained it to me,
But-
Marcel would stare at the same corner of her room,
He wouldn't go in my room.
Like a
and he
cat?
wouldn't go into her room,
Your
and he would
room.
stare at that corner
In
and
my
say,
room.
"What would he say?"
Before or after?
He would
you
say
leave?
that there is a woman in the corner of the room. It was up on the ceiling in the corner.
In the ceiling.
Imagine your little.
Like that.
Hey,
Full
yo.
body chills.
Yeah.
Full body chills.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would get the.
I
just
would
think
get
of the
freaked
grudge
fuck
from
out.
that.
and he would just, it would just stay there, like, and
Oh yeah.
like
let me
my
just
bed
stare
was
at the
right
lady.
across from it, so it's like, I don't know. My brother, my
Especially
baby
coming
brother,
from a
she used
kid,
to
that's
watch
more
you.
scary.
it's creepy. And then like I did brujeria before, and they told me
Hey
that
yo.
they told
What are you
me there was a
talking about?
woman who was like praying on my not praying on my. that
They
doesn't
be
make sense.
praying on my
There was,
downfall.
that's what I was gonna say. No, but the girl who did the brujeria with me like was telling because she was
You have to say what that means. It's witchcraft.
like witchcraft shit. But witchcraft sounds
But
like
was it
weird.
witchcraft or was it like a medium?
Oh,
No,
it was
it's
witchcraft.
No,
Brujeria
we
is
did like a
witchcraft.
thing.
A little seance?
It's like you know how like,
It's like when you
voodoo is its
smoke-
own thing.
You smoke.
It's like brujeria is its own thing.
brujeria is different. Like I feel like it's just.
I think brujeria is just witchcraft.
Yeah, it is.
It is, but
It's
it's
just
like
witchcraft.
I don't know. The thing I did was whatever. Anyways, she told me
No,
that,
but they did. You didn't do it. They did it on you.
no,
A hex.
it was like 4 of us and we all did it.
What the fuck? What's wrong
It was
with
a
you, bro?
seance.
And she told me that there was a woman that was like followed me behind me at all times and like was making me like
That was just Nicole.
negative. No, I was like in middle school.
Yeah, she knew.
Middle school, high school, and this she told me, and then I saw something in the living room, and it was just like scared the shit out of me. So I stopped.
That's like the Conjuring plot.
But,
Did you ever see it in your reflection? Like whenever you looked in the mirror, like did you see
no,
shit?
no, but she just told me like it followed behind me all the time, and like she said, I don't know, like not to get too deep, but like I've been, I suffered with depression before and stuff like that, and she was saying like it always like was like
Causing
that shit on me, and like yeah.
Be gone.
But like if you don't like believe in that shit, like it has no power, so I don't give a fuck,
Her.
That's why I was just like whatever.
Yes, Queen Slade. Period.
Period.
Yes, as you
Yes.
should.
As you should, Queen. If my little brother like would always stare at the corner of my room and say there's something there,
So we Weddy.
I would get rid of him and the ghost.
No, I see that a lot on TikTok of like people like filming their kids like talking to whatever they're
Okay, but a
talking
lot
to.
of those probably are just like fake
Yeah.
at some point.
No,
It's
but
just
like
like-
imaginary kids, like they're very much more sensitive. Like kids are wicked sensitive to all that
Children,
type of stuff.
children
Yeah.
can see that shit. I actually have a cousin, the one that transitioned to a girl, or she's starting her transition to a girl.
It's the demon that's
Shut
falling
up,
shot.
Mello.
yeah.
That noise.
Oh, is it the fan?
No, that's the fridge. But I have a cousin, and when he was little, he would like see like my mom we went to the cemetery to visit someone, like a family member who passed away, and like when he was a child, obviously he was there, whatever. He was like, oh, look at the babies, da 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 da, like, and then he was like, but why are those people looking at me? And he was like super scared because there was like people looking at him, and this is in the cemetery, and he could differentiate where the babies were and where the other like older people were, and like he was just a child, like no one ever spoke about like ghosts and stuff like that, but he like said that shit to us like when we were little, and well, to my mom, I don't even remember it, but yeah, like kids can see like ghosts and shit.
I just want to hear a ghost story that my mom told me it happened to her. I don't believe it.
If
But-
this is the one that you brought up to me like years ago, and I brought it up recently, and you told me that it never happened, I'm gonna be pissed.
No.
Didn't your sister see the Reaper?
What?
Wasn't the Reaper trying to get?
I've like Puerto Rico has some scary ass stories.
No. My
And DR.
my mom told me this. I don't believe her, but
Of course,
she.
not. You're a skeptic as fuck.
So apparently, when she was younger, she went on vacation with my aunt, and her and my the rest of my family. And they went to like this hotel that we always went to like every other 6 months. And like there was this like girl or something that would knock on the door.
What, like a
As-
ghost?
So there was a girl that would knock on the door. And then my aunt went and then opened the door, and she's like, "Oh, can I have a towel?" Something like that. And she's like, okay. And she's like, she goes over there to get the towel, comes back, the girl's not there. And she was like, okay, what the fuck? Literally 3 hours later, again, the same girl, can I have a towel? She was like, you were just here 3 hours ago, you left, why'd you leave?
And the
she's
girl
like,
was dead. That's another story.
and then she was like, oh, I'm sorry, I had something to do, but can I have a towel? And she's like, yeah. And then she goes and gets the towel, comes back, the girl's not there. So my aunt's pissed. The next day, she goes to like the management thing and tells
Ooh, your aunt or your mom?
my aunt goes to the management thing and tells him, it's like, oh, there's this girl that's just knocking on my door and asking for a towel, and she just keeps disappearing. It's pissing me off. And she's like, the guy's like kind of like weirded out, and then like shows her pictures, like, is this her? And she's like, yeah, that's her. And he's like, this girl died 3 years ago when she drowned in the beach.
Did I not fucking say that she
Nicole
drowned?
called it.
And
Nicole called it.
obviously my aunt's like freaking out.
Right.
Goes to the thing and tells my mom. My mom's like freaking out. Everyone's freaking out. Then, like an hour later, knock, and obviously my mom's freaking out. But she goes and opens the door. It's the girl. She's like, "Oh, can I have a towel?" And my mom's like, scared out of her mind. She's like, "Yeah, but can I ask you a question?" And she's like, "Yeah." He was like, "Are you the girl that died 3 years ago?"
I have full body
And then
chills
she
right
goes,
now.
"Yes!"
Oh my god, bro.
Fucking little
Jesus.
bitch.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't.
No, it's a fucking
Oh
fake
my
story. I
God,
fucking
bro.
hate him.
Why'd you have to look at me the whole time you did that?
Because I can tell you're really into the story.
No, I hate him. The fact that he told me that story and I still forget. It's so annoying.
He told you that story already?
Every time he gets me and I don't think of it.
Oh my
No.
god.
Is that
I was
a real
hoping-
story or no?
No.
Oh my
But-
god,
Whoop
no.
his ass.
It was a story my mom did tell me when I was little. And I thought it was real. And then when it got to the point, I shit my pants. And then I continued the tradition. I told Anthony and his cousin. His cousin ended up falling out of the chair because he got scared.
Oh my god.
If I touch him, will I bring fleas home?
Yes.
I took 3 out of him, 2 out of him, and Shai took 1. So I'm winning. It's a competition now. Look at him, he's so cute.
No, you're a little
That's why you keep
bitch for
telling
putting
Alan
your
to
family
do it.
through what they did.
You guys like my story?
There was a lot
No.
of stuff
No,
that
you're an
I was told a
asshole.
lot of stories in DR, and I've never experienced any of them. It was all like my brother's aunts or his mom, his grandma, or like them. Just about like people being there and like disappearing and like shit like that. Or like from like where my dad was from in DR, there was like a house that they would go to and it was like the people there like died and it was like haunted or something and they would go in and they would like I don't know, see things and leave. That's all I can say, bro. Fake as fuck.
When like we were in New Orleans, me and my mom went to New Orleans. We visited the house of LaLaurie. You know who that is? The witch? LaLaurie, the white woman who had slaves and she would torture them in her attic. You never heard of that?
No.
She had this young, he was a boy, he was a child, he was a slave. She peeled half his face off and just had him in her attic. She had another woman inside of a cage so bad that her bones deformed because the cage was way too small. And well, so there was a fire in her house, and like LaLaurie would pretend that like she was super nice to her slaves, like so nobody knew. But there was a fire in her house one day, so obviously the people who went to go get it out, they went into her kitchen. There was a woman who was chained to whatever in the kitchen, and she was only allowed to cook. She could never leave to use the bathroom or anything to sleep. She was chained there for a year. And then they went to the attic. There was the woman inside of a cage that didn't fit her. So like her bones deformed. They put her bones together, and when they had to put it back together, like the way they put it back was horrible. She looked like a spider the way her limbs were. And then the boy who had his face half peeled off. A lot of slaves died in her house, and they say that a lot of people witnessed, like a lot of the times when you're able, people aren't allowed to go in there anymore because it's owned by someone else. But they used to do tours, and a lot of people would see this black man completely naked in chains going down the stairs, just completely naked, covered in blood, in chains, and like that shit's mad haunted. Me and my mom went there, and mom was like mad freaked out. She's like, "There's something in the window." I don't know. I think she was freaked out, but yeah. And then we went to this club. Like that place is mad haunted because like mad slaves died there and shit. And we went to this one, like club bar type thing upstairs. We went upstairs because I don't know. It was like okay, like nobody stopped us. So we go into the bathroom. And my mom's like, "Oh, I feel like there's something here." Da da da. My mom goes, "I'm so sorry for everything that happened to you. Da da da. I'm so sorry that like we're having like there's a bar in your house and shit like that. And like we go home and then all the lights start flickering. And my mom's like, oh my God, did we bring something home with us? And she was like, I don't know, just freaking out. That shit was crazy.
And now it's
My
here.
mom's like, oh my God, like I feel something here. Da, da, da.
That's so sad.
No, it is. I prayed for them. I'm not gonna lie. I pray. So I've been like when I went there, I'm like I prayed for them and stuff, just like for them to find peace and shit. Cause like, oh my God.
There must be a ghost in my nephew's phone because he's always staring at that.
Not the iPad kid.
Yeah, I don't know. Those Minecraft videos got to be haunted or something. He's just staring at it.
Don't they have like zombies in Minecraft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that a ghost?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Technically.
I wouldn't call it a ghost,
Damn.
right?
I wouldn't call you Kevin.
That's my name.
Huh.
Really?
That's a
Is it
good
really?
story, though. That was a good one. That
That
got
was
me.
stupid. I hate you.
Really good.
I was like bad calm, but like I was shook. I felt my heart afterwards, and it was like pounding.
I didn't even flinch.
Yeah.
You're a lying sack of shit.
I almost interrupted you two. I was about to make a joke, but I'm glad you hit that punchline first.
You knew it?
That's not even real.
You knew it?
Why did
No, I
you
was
even-
just gonna interrupt.
Oh,
We were already talking about ghost stories. I was like, why not?
It's because he's a dick.
Yeah,
It's 'cause
you're
he's a
a
dick.
He's
for
so
that.
rude.
Wait, so you're like mom and your aunts tell people that and shit?
Well, they told me that, and they kept looking at each other while telling the story. And I should have known, but I was like into the story. I was like, oh my god! Wait, I've been
did
to
you
that
scream?
hotel.
Did you scream?
I think so.
Yeah, I could hear you scream.
That's
It was-
morbid.
It was
I could hear you scream right
the
now.
fact that they mentioned the hotel that we went to, and I'm like, oh my god, I stayed there.
We used to go to this like river, like type of. It's like a pool, but the pool is like river water. Is like I don't know. They do like a whole thing with like the stream.
Like
And it
Forest
goes through
River?
there. They have a thing like that. I don't know.
Forest River back in the day used to have the ocean water running into that pool,
That's so good.
but then they stopped it because all the big fish would get in there and they'd be like terrified.
That's what was so cool about the place we would go, the river place. You would basically just swim in the pool with like fishes and stuff, and it was kind of cool. But at that place, there was like a girl that like died, and ever since then, like there she drowned, and now they see like a white girl sometimes walking around.
Why is it
like,
always
at night.
white?
I don't know why is it always
That's
white.
why
Pure.
It's like a veil. It's like a white, some
like
like veil
pure.
type of thing. I don't know.
I mean, if they died a virgin, they're probably just like white mists because they're pure.
Why is it always? Imagine you see purple or green. That's just be weird.
No, like
That
you
was
just
just
on
weird.
acid at that
Like,
point.
what are these
I
graphic shit that
high?
you're
No,
showing
but
me?
people see like auras and like different colors and shit.
So
You know Xavier sees auras?
What do you? He has hockey perception.
Oh.
we have a customer at my job, and she claims that she's a psychic and everything. And one time I talked to her in a weird tone, and she's always felt some type of weird way towards me. And I heard that she reads auras, and she told one of my coworkers that I had a black aura around me. I was like,
Oh please.
Emo.
bitch. But now she's also nice to me. I'm like, did I clear it? Am I
Just-
am I
That's
am I
fake.
white now?
That's fake. Because
Right.
you're not even a bad negative minded person. So
Oh,
why
come
would
on
you
with that.
even have a black aura?
You should
Right.
go. You should go tell her like, wait, you can see it. You're not supposed to see this.
You're not supposed to see my true side.
She just called you a bitch in psychic lingo. Damn.
So
What?
another
Wait,
time.
That's actually what she
Wait,
might
yeah.
have.
No,
She did call you a bitch.
She
and
called
stuff.
you a
one
bitch.
time, mind you, this was before that she started being nice to me all of a sudden. In the back room, like there's kind of like 2 rooms to the restaurant, and then the back room is where we keep all our purses, and like that's where we hang out when we have customers. So my purse is sitting on a chair at one of the round tables, and I have a cup of water not close to the edge of the table at all, and it's like my purse and my cup of water is in direct line sight of where she's sitting. So all of a sudden, like me and my coworker were talking, and I'm telling you, my cup of water went flying into my purse. Everything in my purse was soaked. And I was like, what the hell? Like, there's no way. And I was talking to my coworker about it.
And
then
you saw it?
We saw my cup go flying in. Shit you not. So I look back and the sidekick, quote unquote, is just smirking. And I'm like, okay. So I walked into the kitchen and my coworker followed me and I was like, there's no way that you're going to tell me right now that wasn't her. My coworker goes, I was going to say the exact same thing. There's no way that my cup from the middle of the table went flying into my purse without something. I mean, like, I'm kind of skeptic about, like, psychics and everything. It's kind of weird.
Me too.
Yeah.
But it lines up. There's no string attached to my cup all the way down.
You saw it?
Yes, me and my coworker both saw it go, like, slide. So it, like, slid right into my purse. And it got everything wet. And she, like, I turn around because instantly thought of someone with, like, mindful powers could do that. And she's just looking down at her food, like, just smirking. What?
How hard did Mello not believe that story when you told him?
I don't think I did tell him. I did? Well, I don't really care what he believes. Whatever. He's in his own world.
What did you say when she told you that story, Mello?
Yeah. You rolled your eyes. But, like, at the same time, how does one explain that?
You were telling Elise. And
oh, yeah. So I wasn't even telling Carmelo. He was eavesdropping. That's what it was.
I was in the room.
I knew not to tell Carmelo. I knew not to tell him because he wouldn't believe me. But Elise would have believed me because she knows, like, that woman. What are you looking outside for?
I'm just looking at Nilo through the reflection.
Oh, that was Nilo.
Freaking me out. We're talking about ghosts and shit. Now I'm like paranoid that there's a face gonna appear.
Well, I have been feeling a hand on my back.
Can you chill the hell out?
Actually, someone passed out. Someone died in this apartment.
The last guy before us died here.
They were sitting in that chair.
Ready to bounce?
You don't know that?
Nah, I'm chilling though. We can leave now.
Here.
No, but I've never like felt
This
anything,
room
saw
was his
anything.
bedroom.
So at my mom's house,
This was a bedroom. This used to be walled up.
You know
You
what the
took the
crazy
wall
thing
out.
is though?
And that there was no wall there.
Upstairs, the guy used to get pissed if there was any noise upstairs, so he would.
Oh yes,
with
this is a good
he had a
story.
sledgehammer. He would bang on the ceiling.
No, Shy, you suck at telling stories,
Sorry,
bro.
go ahead.
don't call her out.
Watch this, okay? You don't say the sledgehammer part. You save it till the end, okay?
All right. Anyways, he would bang on the ceiling with the sledgehammer anytime there was any noise. Like when he was alive, he would do that, and then whatever. He passed away, and then upstairs, which is Kevin's like dad, he would still hear banging on the ceiling.
While you guys are living down here?
No.
before.
Like
Oh.
when there was
So
no one
then-
here
So
anymore.
then Jim, so he dealt with that for like a little while, and then Jim decided I'm gonna sage downstairs.
Yeah, so he saged
He
this
saged
place.
this entire apartment, and he had sage hanging on his ceiling upstairs for a while. I don't know when he took it down.
And he had a guy come in and like look at the place, and they said that it wasn't like a bad spirit. I remember he said that like whatever was here is like it won't bother you. He said, and that it was like not like a bad spirit, and that's what he had said. But yeah, I don't know if I believe that like that stuff. Like I believe there's like mediums and stuff, but then like other stuff like that, I don't know. I don't really believe it.
What,
but
like-
yeah, there was like noises like
clairvoyance? You don't believe in
I don't.
clairvoyance?
Well, I just don't believe like so many people have these abilities and stuff. I don't know. It's just too much.
Really?
Yeah, but I
like,
kn-
haven't you like? I don't know, cause I felt weird here. Like I felt like when I'm alone here, like you know how sometimes I hang out here on the couch while you're sleeping. Like I felt like there's something else.
Like
in the
you're being
room.
watched?
Yeah, like I felt like I'm not like because you can feel like when there's someone in the room
Yeah.
and when there's not someone in the room. And like I've been here and felt like there was somebody else here.
that's
but
why we
it's
need
not
Nilo,
like,
bro.
But it's not like fearful. Like I don't feel like scared or anything. Like I would just like sit here and be like, all right, whatever, and just hang out. Like I've never like there was one time I felt scared. But like that's it. Like I've never like nothing happened. I just felt like freaked out. Like that's it. But like actually there was 2 times. But anyways, it's not like a scary thing. Like I just feel something there. Like I don't know.
I feel that way at my mom's house. So unfortunately, my grandfather unalived himself in the living
Unalived.
room. And
He extincted himself.
I mean, it's going on YouTube. You kind of have to like be very careful of like what you say and how you say it. But he, did that in our living room. And recently, like the past like 5 years or so, I feel weird being in my mom's house by myself. I get scared. I feel like I'm being watched when I'm like alone and I'm like in quietness there. I
Yeah.
hear people or a man like with boots on walking upstairs, and I'd be home alone. One time my sisters were at home by
It's a good
themselves,
movie.
and we had to literally call my godbrother, who's a cop, to go at the house because my sisters were so scared. They locked themselves in the bathroom because they heard someone coming up the stairs. No one was at my house, and we checked cameras. No one went into the house. And ever since, you know, my dad left my family, he's been very, I feel like it's my grandfather, very active because, like, he did that to himself because his wife, my grandmother, left him for a younger man. And it's kind of like the same thing where my dad left my mom
He's
for a younger
pissed.
woman. Yeah, he feels like not angry towards us, but angry at the situation. And I don't know. My friend Liv also told me that she feels that type of way, or like not that type of way, but like feels that sixth sense. And she thinks that there's a woman in white in my basement. That's why she doesn't like to go in my basement.
It's always in white, huh?
Yeah, weird. And that she sees red in my living room.
Maybe she was in her period.
Well, my
Just
grandfather,
everywhere.
unfortunately,
Sorry.
like took a gun to his head, and it was
Redacted.
messy. So like
Some
that's why
crazy
she saw
stuff.
red. It's crazy. It's crazy how people out there, you know, claim that they do have that sixth sense because
I know.
you can believe it, but then like you hear like some stuff that they say, and you're just like, wait, are you telling the truth right now?
No, like that girl on like that goes on Sam and Colby and
Yeah.
like sometimes like she
That I
Sometimes
believe, and
sometimes-
that's
no,
crazy.
sometimes she's spot on, but sometimes you're just like,
right.
that could
But
be
like
a wire.
she said like some yeah.
yeah, like it could be like,
Remember the one that they're sitting in the car, like, did you see my keys move? It's like, bitch, you're in the car.
like the
Right.
cars shake when it's on, because like the, you know,
Yeah, if a
what's
car-
it called, all the in stuffs,
Engine
stuffs,
and shit.
yeah,
And stuff.
all the stuff that's in the.
That was so quick. But I just wanted to know what the in stuff was.
Well, you knew what I was talking about. You just wanted to be a smart ass.
No, I really don't.
Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Like things shake.
Okay.
The engine.
Okay. Oh, the inside the car, the stuff inside the car.
Inside the car, the inside stuff.
Under the
Or the
hood.
AC.
Okay.
Good.
The in stuff.
The in stuff.
There's
yeah.
out stuff.
Is that like the in-laws, but it's like stuff, right?
It's like
Yeah.
it's like you're related to the car, but by marriage.
When I worked at Walgreens, there was this woman.
Walgreens. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
There was this woman there.
Walgreens is haunted.
There was this.
Sorry.
Shh. Oh, we can say that now because we don't work there. You know they didn't allow us to like say that stuff to tourists
Did you sign a
Because-
contract? No, I never did.
Yeah.
because then it looks like we're. That's true.
No,
Because
no,
then
I
it
did
looks like we're
something like,
speaking.
yeah, right.
It looks like we're speaking like as a face of the company. But there was this woman there. I don't know if you remember her. She was like short and like old-ish, but not really.
I
And
worked there like
she
7 years ago.
and she apparently was fired because there was this woman that she didn't like, and she was found. It was found that she like kept voodoo dolls in her locker, apparently. So and then someone like found that the girl like once found that. I don't know if she like just didn't use the locker, and then one time she did and she saw it, and but like after then she's no longer with us.
So what was the point of that
I mean
story?
at Walgreens.
What was the point of that story?
I don't know. We're talking about
You were
voodoo and
talking about a
witchcraft
woman in
shit.
white, then you automatically went from
Because
woman-
I thought about the story 20 minutes ago, and then things just took a big detour, and then it's just, let me jam it in there. Now that people just stop
Right,
talking.
okay. No, I did that.
Or I would have done that thing where I just interrupt people all the time, and I gotta just stop doing that.
You doing a
Huh?
great job.
Stop. It's me. It's my moment. Sorry. Go ahead.
Anyways, Walgreens is haunted. Kevin has a couple stories.
What? I have a couple stories. Okay, Walgreens is haunted. There's this I have an assistant manager. She would be in the locker in the storage room. She was like, putting stuff away. And she said that she doesn't really even believe in this stuff too. She said it. But she said that once it was this like the gallons of Arizona juice, it just like flew across the storage room and hit the opposite wall, and then it fell on the ground and it just spilled everywhere. And then she ran out of the storage room. That storage room was like haunted. Nobody liked being in there. Shy didn't like being in there
I
either.
didn't go in
She
there.
would always
I
You
never
didn't like
I
have
never
someone
went in
going with
there.
her.
I had to go in there maybe 2 times before I told the manager I'm
It's
not
just
going
dark
in
and
there.
scary.
It's
It is
not really-
scary.
No, it's actually not dark. It's not.
It's not dark, but it's scary.
It's just
and the
creepy in there.
garbage chute is like way in the back. I remember every day I would have
Every
to throw the
time I went
trash.
in the back, I got like
Weirded
my
out.
the hairs on the back of my neck literally would stick the fuck
I would
out.
always look back when I was like
did
leaving.
you ever feel like you were getting sucked into that machine?
Every time I walked past that
No,
machine, I would think I
but
could just
I would just
die right
yes,
now.
I would just
Yes.
think about the fact that I could literally put my arm in and
you
close
die.
it or something, or like
What's it called?
climb in
Like
there.
a what's it called?
Compressor
Compact
I
shit or
felt
something.
like I was getting.
compactor.
Compactor, yeah.
It was one time I felt like I was getting sucked into it. I was like, I'm never going back in there again. I honestly felt like in my head I was like, I want to jump in there right now, and I was like,
Yeah.
wait, why am I thinking that way?
That's me
And,
with
like,
heights. I'm like I could
No,
just
but
jump.
also like in my like you know that there's like intrusive thoughts. Like, have you ever been driving and been like, I could literally crash into this right now? Like, have you-
I mean, like when I was having a nervous breakdown, but at Walgreens I wasn't having a nervous breakdown. I was just chilling.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of
I
people get
get
like
that.
like intrusive.
Well, I think
thoughts
it's
where
different.
they're
Like
just,
when I'm driving, I'm like I could all of those people crossing, I could just kill them all right now.
Mine
10
kept-
points each.
That's like
Exactly.
normal.
It's just like
10
yeah, it's just like
Your
a
head being
it's a
fucked up.
possibility.
But,
It's like damn, like that could
doesn't go
happen.
through like those type of things. Like he doesn't get like sad or anything.
But when I was in that storage room, I would always look back and I was leaving, and I would try when I was like 3 steps from like the door, I would speed up and run and like speed out of the out of
and
the
mine
room.
like coming out of a
Kevin's not
basement.
like that.
But I always would. I always went in by myself when I had to go in. Like I never really, because I always tell
No,
myself like
2
I'm gonna be
times.
fine, nothing's gonna happen.
I went in 2 times, and after that, I told the manager straight up they would get pissed at me. It was redacted, and that guy got pissed at me because I didn't want to go in by myself. But like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going in there. I'm not. And then also the lunchroom or the break room.
I would never have my I will never
I
would
sat
never
there every single time.
but I would never have my back towards the door.
But you know what I think of it
I would
is
always look at that door.
Walgreens was built on the land
The gallows.
that the witches were hung on.
But I heard that the
Of
witches were
Ohio.
Wait,
But-
now they know the witches of Ohio.
But I heard that the witches were burned or hung in Danvers. Like that was called Danvers now is called Old
Louisiana.
Salem. Sorry.
Nah. They were hung in gallows.
I thought that
Can
was
you touch him,
Alan.
please? Like he's lonely. He's
I
been
thought that
gone
was
for a
Alan.
while. Like he needs attention.
No,
He's
Denver,
been-
Colorado.
Anyways, yeah, the break room is like, I always like felt a woman, and it's weird that you can feel that stuff. I'm telling you, like it's the weirdest thing, but I swear to God, there was just like a woman. I can't see stuff. I can't. I wish I did because I'd be more like less scared of shit. Can you touch him?
Does he have his pee?
Can you touch him, please?
He's probably getting bitten by the fleas.
No, just pick him up.
Where's his collar?
He lost it.
Is that even Nilo?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
restart. I'm
Nyla.
gonna restart the story because I feel like that was like crazy. In the break room of Walgreens, there was like whatever. I would feel that there was like a woman, like with me there, and I wasn't. But this
never a guy.
no, because it was witches that were hung there, and like whatever. Anyways, I would feel like there was a woman there in the room with me, but like not for some reason, I wouldn't be scared because I felt the same like not rage as her, but like I would be pissed at the fact I was like
You
It's-
felt like you felt what she was feeling.
exactly. So I wasn't scared. I was just like, all right, you're here, and I'm so fucking sorry for that because that shit's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And so like I didn't get scared. I really felt a woman. I'm not exaggerating. I ate lunch
No, I
there.
believe you.
I ate lunch there every day that I worked, and I worked 12 hours. I opened and closed a lot of the time, and I would do two breaks there every day. I always felt her, and I didn't get
Crazy.
scared because again, like I fucking understand her. Like that's just crazy.
And you have the power of God on your side.
The perfect.
I know that sounds
and
so
anime
corny.
on my side.
No, but I'm being serious.
But seriously,
Amen.
God is the most powerful thing, and if you believe in Him, He'll always protect
Religious
you.
as hell now.
I don't know. All Might was always there for me.
To all those listeners out there, keep your faith.
This is not a religious podcast.
Yeah, this is not a religious podcast either.
Yeah.
Great, we can't get.
You gotta keep that out of here too.
We can't get.
These are those touchy subjects, bro. And there was a white woman at Walgreens too that Louis would see apparently. It's always a white woman, Louis. Oh, you never met Louis, I think.
I used to work with him.
He was great.
Very nice guy.
He's cool.
I unfortunately called him for a backup 3 times though, and then that led me to getting a 2-liter Coke bottle thrown at my head by a customer because he took his sweet time.
Or
IC3.
IC3.
I called it like 4 times, and he took his sweet ass time, and that led me to getting a bottle chucked at me.
Well, the customer's always right.
Quit that day. I was right. I quit that day.
That's so dumb.
I put up with so much shit.
We
I
didn't
put
get
up
paid
with
right.
So much shit at Walgreens.
He loves it. I'm petting the shit.
But
out
I
of
got
him.
paid more than the managers, so.
That's so crazy.
I did. Fuck. I don't know why, but I did. I worked my ass off for that fucking job. I really did. I worked every single day, 12-hour shifts. And
I did too. I didn't.
I had the flu one day. I still worked. Oh my god. I don't know. I worked my ass off there. It was wild. I don't even know why I did it because the customers were ass. But I did.
When me and Allen are the only ones that haven't worked at Walgreens.
I know.
I almost did.
I still
and then
say
you told
we.
the quiz that.
I
Yeah.
still say we.
You're
Alan
busy.
failed the quiz twice. That's so funny.
Well,
Well, he's
listen.
busy.
Yeah.
Can't help the customers. You're busy.
I'm just here trying to do my job. You can't just be. Look, there's peanut butter right in front of you. There you go.
Just buy that.
Just
Well,
go
I'm
get it.
here for juice. Look, best I can do is vegetable juice. Oh, no.
And then I somewhat applied. I never finished the quiz because it was too many
You
questions.
did apply?
Yeah, remember it?
Oh yeah, I remember you.
I was
went-
just doing the quiz at the
Yeah.
over there.
I
and was like,
remember who was. I think it was Louis. That they were like, yeah, he's here every night. Well, he might as well get paid for it.
Yeah.
Because you would go there at night after you got out of your job and just like sit there for like an hour or two. We would talk while I was at Walgreens. I remember that.
Then too many questions. I was like, all right, I'm done.
It is a lot of questions. But it was all like
It wasn't
change
a
stuff
lot of questions.
too.
I did it, and
It
I
was
feel like it
annoying.
was like 10 minutes worth of like a test. Like,
Nah, it was a lot of questions.
I was like, in question 20, they were still coming. I was like, okay, yeah, this is enough questions.
Maybe I don't want this job.
It's retail. I would just stay in TJ Maxx.
Damn, retail sucks.
no, retail is the worst job. To
Retail
work.
retail is like made for just like when you're like in middle school and high school,
And
I guess
retirement.
college, and it's like that's it, huh?
No, or if you're retired, you just kind of want to.
Sure, or
All
like
right,
weird
retirees
exceptions.
and high school and middle schoolers. That's who it's for.
Yeah, but if you're like 25 plus, you need to get out of there, bro. It's just too much.
Unless you're like
You
management.
deserve better, okay?
Unless you're management, then
Unless you're management, right? Right. Unless you're working to get to management, you gotta get out of there, bro. You gotta go sell weed or something, right?
make more money that way.
Damn it, Shy and Nicole switched places, so now I have to edit the picture now.
They like switch.
Keep this time noted, and that's when they switched. Yeah, you gotta do that.
I also just didn't want to sit next to Carmelo, so I really wanted to sit there, but the cat's there.
I was gonna tell you to
Damn it, we acknowledged the cat's presence. Now I have to draw him in.
move.
My fault.
So
I'll draw him.
obviously, like we said, that we found our cat and we're super excited.
Do you know what you put your parents through?
He has no idea.
Well,
She's
he
talking to me
needs
right
to
now.
know.
He's literally the white cat from the meme with the lady yelling at him.
Don't do this to me.
No wonder why he wanted to run away.
That is what he wanted to
No
do.
wonder he fucked
It's
you up.
weird, but he like.
Oh, just like he liked when you were hitting his ass
that's-
and he
He
hissed
likes
at
to
you.
be rough.
He actually.
He's
Then why did he
pissed.
push you
He
away?
did not like that.
He doesn't like that. He does. You do so many things to him that you think he likes and he doesn't.
Just like Nicole does to Astro, and that's why he fucking bites her.
Someone taught him to make this.
Did you see that? Respectfully, did you see what's on his paw?
What?
Daddy.
Saw it. Oh.
Really?
One. Or a tick ate him there or something. I don't know.
He
Because I pulled the
hurt
tick
his
off and he
hand.
has a little thing there, and I think it's because the tick was eating him.
His ear too. Something in his ear. You see that? Look at all the hair that's coming out.
Time hip. He's like a Russian.
Russian.
And I combed him.
Barely.
Nilo has left the room. Nilo is
Fades
now
away in the
missing.
picture.
This is
Do
going
you
to
have a
be a
game?
nightmare
Do
to.
you want to play that cool game that you had last time?
What cool game?
With the music, is that what
Alan
we're doing?
always comes with the cool games.
The
hey.
cool game that I was underprepared for? No, I
Let's just play Monopoly in the.
Right.
It's a 5-hour
I call Park
podcast.
Huh?
Isn't it Park Ave?
I don't know.
The one that's
We
the
should
blue-
play after
I
the
call it- I
podcast.
call it
the
dark
most
blue.
funny.
Wait,
I
we
think
should play
Park Ave.
Monopoly after the podcast, and you know.
That
No,
sounds
I don't
hang
want to
out
play
that
any
way.
games with you, Kevin, respectfully.
Come on, Nicole. Nicole.
It's
Sorry.
Steven that you don't want to play Monopoly
You
with.
know you liked
Steven.
it.
Yeah.
At least Steven's
Fuck
not here.
Steven.
Fuck Steven. And Nicole. She didn't hear us though.
All
so
right,
it's fine.
guys, let's talk about camping because
We
We
Talk
are
about this.
We're
For 3
No, we
episodes.
talked
I think
about it.
this would be the 4th
Wait,
episode.
I
Would
want
be
to talk
the
about
fourth.
something.
all right.
We need to all go to Canopy Lake Park.
oh, your
My
sister
This
sister-
will be
go
the
there.
second
She asks me
episode.
every week. She's like, Kevin,
That's
can we go to
mentioned.
Canopy?
She's been
Hmm?
begging, yeah.
She's been asking me like
The
crazy.
second episode that Canopy is mentioned.
Oh yeah, we literally talked about it last time too. Yeah,
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
about going. And yeah, Steven's scared shitless. Of course,
Why?
he doesn't like the water.
Well,
It's kind of be like a water park.
it is like a water
Steven
park
very
part.
specific,
So it's like Six Flags. There's like
Oh, okay.
boats.
Never
Yeah,
mind,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Yeah,
half,
but you have to
half and half.
pay for Six Flags. You have to pay to go into the water park. I thought at Six Flags, don't you?
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know.
But at Canopy, everything's free, and also Canopy's a lot cheaper than Six Flags. You guys
Isn't it
remember the
smaller?
time we went to Six Flags
Huh?
during
It's
like
smaller.
the
I
Halloween
think so.
fest, and we've had
I wasn't there.
we had to
Oh, we
pay
did.
per
Oh, that
per
shit was
person
annoying.
per haunted house, and then we had to pay a whole separate price to get into like the haunted houses part. Do you guys remember that?
A little.
I don't.
I didn't because I had
They
the
get
gold membership.
money.
Damn,
So I
we
just
should
had to pay
start a
twice-
park.
Once.
You guys want to start a
You guys
theme
want to
park?
start a theme park?
Uh,
Why are you,
What's
you
that
guys keep
game?
whispering over there?
what's that game?
She just told me she missed me.
Bitch.
Like,
Oh, Roller Coaster Tycoon.
yeah, that.
Yeah.
Have you guys played that? Is
Tycoon.
Huh?
I did.
Tycoon.
Yeah, Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Everything's-
that a good game?
Nicole has it.
Really?
What?
You
Roller
just
Coaster
you
Tycoon.
literally just
No,
build
I
roller
deleted
coasters.
it. It got too much. Like you could
That's what
put so
happens with
much
those
in there, and the
games.
customers are still not happy.
All right.
Damn game.
Did you play City Skylines?
No.
Get on that, bitch.
When I have to answer for
You
her.
wonder what I wanted to start was what is it called?
Stardew Valley. Yes.
So
Stop!
wait, the only reason
Everybody
why I
keeps
wanted to
playing
start
that.
that is because I saw someone online that he made his whole like front yard and backyard his own garden, and he literally was giving like what is it ohms to that game, and I was like, I like farming.
You can do that in Minecraft.
So I
Great
no,
game.
so I
I just-
downloaded the game and it
I-
was very pixelized, and I hated it. I hate
You
pixelized
don't
games.
like that about it?
No, like that's why I hate Minecraft. It's so I don't like the pixels.
I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like I'm blind.
There's a
I'm
weird
moving
ass
my
mod
arm
that
away
makes
from
Minecraft
you
not pixels.
because I'm
Yeah, and
it's
sad that
gross.
you don't
So
like
weird.
that part of it.
It makes everything really realistic, and it's like, what am I
Stardew
playing?
Valley is my
What
number
are-
one game.
What is this?
Like period. Like every game I've ever played ever, Stardew Valley is my absolute favorite.
Yeah, but
fucking
you
game.
just started playing games like 2 years ago.
I
made you
No,
this.
that's not true. I've been playing Mario and a lot of games.
Yeah, but Mario's a classic.
I
Mario is
played
a classic.
Nintendo. Like Nintendo was my
Nintendo.
shit my entire life, and Xbox. I played Xbox games, PlayStation games. I've been playing games my entire life, but Stardew and Lego Star Wars
You're just
are
playing
my
with me, bro.
tops.
No, you want to know what the game that I grew up on was? SpongeBob SquarePants the movie. Not the movie
Oh.
one, but the other one.
I know what you're talking about.
Wait,
Oh, like Game Boy
Battle
or
of
something.
Bikini Bottom.
Wait,
Yes, that game is good.
played
I
that?
bought that game. I have it for my Xbox, I think.
Those
And I think
PS4.
you could like slow fall a SpongeBob, right? You could like blow yourself up, maybe
Yeah.
like a balloon. I can't remember. You did that.
And like you
That was a
fight
good game.
and then
Definitely played that.
and you fight like robot versions of like Patrick and
Yes.
Sandy and Plankton and everything like that.
I
I
remember
swear
that
that
game.
like really like
Top tier
but
game.
I wouldn't play it. Me and my sisters fiend it through my dad. So we made my dad play it, and we would just sit there and watch.
I used to do that with
we
my
would
brother.
beg my dad, just play. Can you please play?
Really?
Can you
Why?
play? Because I don't know. I think it was just
I
like
did that with my brother.
Yeah.
It was
Damn,
just
so your dad was
enjoyable, like-
streaming before it was cool.
Right, but
No,
live.
my
He did
dad-
live streaming.
yeah. No, yeah, like live streaming. Yeah, he was live streaming for his children. It was up in Maine, and I would be the one to have to set up the PS2, and for the PS2, like remember, I don't know if you guys had it, but like the memory cards, you had to make sure you put the
Yes.
right
Oh,
memory card in for
yeah.
the specific game just to go back to where you left off,
Right.
and you had to make sure you specifically download it to that memory card, or you're gonna lose shit. Oh, memories.
Nicole's dad's like, thank you,
That's
you,
not
Nicole.
That's not the right card. Oh, I made sure it was the right card.
You always did.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. She didn't
I
have
wanted to
And-
hear what you were
And
saying.
it was between the SpongeBob Battle of Bikini Bottom and the Shrek game.
What
Had
Shrek
the
game?
All right,
Shrek
but
game.
Shrek the movie
Have
has
you-
its own game.
Have you guys ever
Oh.
played Dora the Explorer on your
No.
All right,
You're the only
we're
one.
outta
I
here.
played that on the TV.
Dora the Explorer on the Game Boy.
It's right there, Dora.
You know what game that
Turn
had?
around.
Yeah.
What
no,
game?
it wasn't like that. It was lit.
Shark Tales. They had a movie.
The movie
Everything's the
is
movie.
superior.
No,
Shark
because
Tales,
back in the day,
Will Smith,
they would
Why
make.
haven't I rewatched that? Because it's really a fucking great movie.
or
Back then, they would just make games out of anything.
Yeah.
well,
what-
it appealed to the customer, and the customers loved it, and they made money.
So
Okay,
why don't they do it now?
Because
Why?
we have people like you who are so like, no, it needs to be better. But those are just classics.
What?
No, I don't even think it's
Yeah, you
that.
suck, Melo.
Like I see where you're coming
You're
from.
ruining games.
But I feel like it's like
No,
the
it's
new
'cause
generation is just like
it's also
everything-
complex now. Like you have to like.
and they need to chill the fuck out because like it
Fortnite
just
kid.
needs to be a little more simple.
I love Fortnite.
All right, but do you guys know Fallout?
Yes.
No.
That game is fucking great.
No, it's not.
Okay, but do you guys know Just Dance?
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
No, but Fallout is fucking great. Like
No, it's
I'm not
not.
even sure why I haven't played it.
Because it
Yeah.
sucks.
It's
Fuck
alright.
up, you don't even know what you're
I,
talking about.
I do.
Another game that's really fun to watch is the one where he's in the south and shit.
That southern game with
No,
the
one
cowboy.
Where he like be shooting shit.
Yeah, with the pew 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 pew, and I'm riding my horse, and
and
I'm
he's riding
Dead?
his horse.
Red Dead?
Red Dead, Red Dead
The Mansion.
the
Redemption.
mansion.
The
Red Dead
Mansion.
Redemption is a real
Red
fucking
Dead
good game.
Demented.
I've never even fucking played that
Red
shit,
Man
but I've watched
Dimensions.
it.
Well, you know what, Shy? I told everyone to get Red Dead so we can all
It's
play
weird
online.
because you're not
And-
even talking in the right accent, so I can't really understand.
Well,
Well, shit.
And I was in the South for a week straight, and I'm telling you right now, that's how we gotta talk right now.
I was in North Carolina and I kept saying y'all and I felt
Do you
really
mean
bad.
North Carolina?
North Kakalaki. I was in North Kakalaki.
What the hell is that? Never heard that before.
You never heard of North Kakalaki and South Kakalaki? I'm telling y'all right now, that is the place that y'all need to be at.
isn't that from Hannah Montana?
I don't know where it's from.
I'm fucking dead.
It sounds like it.
That's what my dad would say it
Well,
as.
shit.
But I was in there, and you know how I say y'all like pretty frequently?
You
I
do.
felt like I was very much like
Hannah Montana.
being rude to them
Well,
by
no,
saying
Dolly
y'all.
Sure.
Well, now.
She can get it, man.
And you know how people talk down there? They be like, "Hi, my love. How you doing, baby?"
Bless your heart,
That's her.
sweetheart.
Yeah, they served me coffee and they were like, "Here you go, baby." And I'm
Yes.
like, "Oh my."
Like I was blessed to like kind of partly be raised up in Maine. That's where I get the y'all from and the y'all.
Cat hair.
But that's where I came. That's where I got the y'all from up in Maine. And then when I went down to North Carolina, I would say y'all. They're like, I'm like, am I being like, what's that?
Oppressive?
Like
Is that what you're saying?
offensive, but like appropriation, like a culture appropriation.
Culture appropriation.
Yeah, oppression.
Appropriate.
It's like we're like
fuck
two
is
brains.
going on?
It's just two drunk girls talking right now.
No, it's two brains.
You should change the name of the podcast.
It's two brain cells.
No, I felt like it was like,
Yeah, one each.
oh yeah. Sorry.
That was pretty bad. I
like
think we should play a game though.
Monopoly. After the podcast. It's been a kind of a long podcast, huh?
Yeah, but we've also had like half an hour in the middle of it. Just
Oh, that's
there's
true.
like a
Of
lot of
nothing.
bullshit.
There's a lot of cut off. You just break my couch, Mal? You're breaking it more.
Oh, this is a Velcro thing.
I know.
we
And
can
it's
end
weird
it off
because you
here.
say the same thing to me every time I do anything.
What?
Like every time I move the cushions, you're always like, "Are you breaking?" You're always so.
That's so
concerned.
you.
Well,
Why are you the way that you are?
no, I'm great, okay?
Great at what?
I don't
No,
know.
no. Please tell me. Great at what?
Hi, great. Oh, not a single person got him, and I even took a long time.
I
They
think
didn't
that's
hear you.
enough. We're devolving way too much.
Evolving.
Thank you for watching the podcast today. I hope this was good enough for you.
Not to interrupt Alan, but he looks like Superman right now. He
It's
has one little curl going down his forehead.
Damn, I'm gonna call you Clark
And he's
Kent now.
practically, Clark
Don't like
Kent.
that, Alan.
Oh, no way.
Shit!
He took his glasses off and it went wild. I just want to say.
It's getting a little hot in here.
It really
It is 85 degrees.
It's 85 degrees today. All right. Well, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. We love you.
Have a beautiful time.
Well, speak for yourselves.
Have a beautiful time.
I am.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.